Hello? You cannot tell me there is not one person in here with as boring as YouTube has been the last few days. Hello, Leo's wife. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Hello, Lindsay. That's the two people I see, Lindsay and Leo's wife. Oh, there's Ross. There's Sarah. There's Salty. Oh my God. YouTube. Oh, it's getting so bad. It's so boring. When a man lying about making his own soap is the biggest scandal, things have really dried up around here. Hello, Toys in the Attic, Michelle. Hello, Donna Baird, Don Marie. You have not even been on in forever. Yeah, uh, there's no point. Hey, Morgan. I am going to address something Starlight said the other day. Now, I know she's knee deep into that family. I'm not even going to say their names, but yuck. But she said, I hate my dog. How dare you say I hate my dog? I love my dog. Hey, Ketrel. No one goes live that do keep getting treats and having their channel taken away. Yeah, I don't believe in all that either. Taking somebody's oh, Queen is so angry that Dolly is selling high price soap to his subs, then goes on and says, okay, guys, I'm selling t shirts now. Always an agenda with these people. Yeah, I don't care if Dolly makes his own soap or not. I really don't care. I'm not going to buy soap from him. Uh, Now, I know, hello, Jenny Jim Jones. I know that, you know, lying about making something and then not making it is not honest. I get it. But is it really that big of a deal? Now, I know that he did say something pretty bad about Queen Bee, saying that she sold dope to kids. But how long have they been calling him the red dot? You make soap candles? I hear you, Leo's wife. Who died and assigned these guys the police of YouTube? I don't know. But with all the shit that we've had go on in this community, someone lying about making their own soap. We've got people that lie and say they live in mansions when they don't. Uh, we've had people lie about having cancer, but God forbid. And I'm not even a Dolly fan. I think he's a clown. But God forbid he say he makes his own soap. But yeah, I was listening to Starlight uh the other night, and to be honest with you, I just haven't gotten around to ripping her ass. Bitch, don't you dare say I hate my dog. I bought my dog. My supporters did not buy my dog. Now, if I needed them to buy me a dog, they would, because I have really good supporters. But if you remember correctly, hello, Starlight, after Lolly died, I had a stream. Yeah, they are making fools of themselves. Oh, God, Steph, if his brother made soap, that'd be bad. But, and I understand Queen being upset with what he said about her selling dope to kids or whatever. I would be upset if somebody said that about me too. But how long have they been calling him the red dot? He's not the predator. He's not the convicted uh, child abuse person or whatever. It's his brother. It's no different than Hondo. And nobody goes around calling Hondo the red dot. But yeah, Starlight saying I hate my dog. Fuck you. And like I said, when Lolly died and I did that stream and people came in and donated all that money, every bit of that money was donated to the ASPCA except for minus, I don't know, $9 or some shit. And I showed proof of it. So no, my supporters did not buy Maggie. I pulled the $1,200 out of my bank and I got her. And I do not hate her. If I hated her, I would get rid of her. I love my dog. As a matter of fact, she has a vet appointment on Saturday. Going to cost me several $100s. And I don't have to call daddy to do it. I don't have to pick up the phone and call somebody in my family to get the money from them. So fuck off, Starlight. Into that creep go into. But keep playing their game because they're getting exactly what they want out of people. They're getting exposure. And that's exactly what that family wants is exposure. They don't care that it's creepy exposure. It's exposure. I personally am not going to do it. You know, if a chick licking her underwear on a live stream is what turns you on, what trips your trigger, gives you something to talk about, then well, I think you got a deviant mind, Starlight. How about that? The custody papers show that Maggie is half ours. We'll take turns. Well, okay, it's your turn, Catherall. I don't want to say their name, Donna, because I don't want to give them um, any exposure. Hey, Alley Cat. I'll tell you what we're not discussing. Speak truth with love. It's the panty licking, um, disgusting text between a family. That's what we're not going to speak of. Except for the fact that Starlight's knee deep in it. Go figure. She always finds the weirdest people to like drag into this community. Hey, D Rod. But I guess she's low on content too. So Starlight's always messed with Ben. Always. Always. when Ben was so crazy in love with her and going live and saying ridiculous bullshit. And no, I'll never forgive Ben for what he said about Clary. But her and 180 would go in and troll the shit out of Ben. Steph, you don't know about the panty licking? Well, we'll have to do a Discord call or something because, yeah, she does. She fits right in with the rejects and the losers. Yes, you do, Starlight. I've been so bored. I've been watching documentaries. The one I watched the other day was about snake bites in India. But back in the old days, you go dragging something like that into the community, you'd get your ass reamed. Not anymore. People just expect it out of her. Don't get all pissy, Starlight, because I'm covering you. Just like you're covering the Thorpes. Okay, I'll say their name one time. Just because you're covering, just like you're covering them, I'm covering you. See, two can play that game. Actually, everybody can play that game. You want to get on a panel and talk about somebody? Just say you're covering them. I mean, we're talking about being in private discords and shit with these people. Why? Why would you ever want that? Maggie? No. No, no. But for her to say, I hate my dog and that my supporters bought her. Well, guys, I'm telling you what, you owe me $1,200. Because that's what I paid for the bitch. And yeah, I do call her the bitch. But I love her. And she got some nerve calling me an e-beggar. When she first lost her monetization, what? I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. Her first stream was begging for money. Yeah, it's May. May. Go put yourself in timeout. Go on, put yourself in timeout. Go on. That's what you do when you do something naughty. Is you go put yourself in the box. I take any currency, even Monopoly money. It just, as I listened to it, I thought, bitch, you can talk about me, but don't talk about my dog. Don't say I hate my dog. I love my dog. She just happens to be a wild buck right now. She's a teenager. And then to say that my supporters paid for her, no. Just like my supporters, I don't know. It just pissed me off because she knows that when I did that stream after Lolly passed away. Hey, Jonathan. Yep, that's what Maggie does. And that's how I know she's done something. If I walk out and she's in her crate, then I start searching the house looking for what she's done. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Maggie is a teenager, and I'm dealing with her. She's probably going to steal the car. She's going to get caught behind the bleachers with the boys. I'm glad I had her fixed when she was younger. She's doing teenage shit. But I'm going to grow up someday and be a good puppy. Someday I'm going to grow up. I don't want her to get any bigger. She's up to like 80 pounds. Bitch, tell me I hate my dog. I slap you, bitch. I am internet slapping you. Did you feel it? I don't hate any dog. Actually, I like dogs more than I do people. She's just a naughty Audie right now, aren't you? She needs a blowout, a bath and a blowout. I'm not ready to get her groomed again. The last time I got her groomed, they did a horrible job. It's just now growing out. You weigh 136, Jonathan? You're a little skinny dude. How tall are you? Dogs are more loyal than people. I mean, it's okay to be a little skinny dude. Oh, speaking of Alex, how's her channel going? Has she put anything else up? 5'9"? Well, you are a little skinny dude then. You look athletic, so you got muscles. Well, you needed to gain that 20 pounds, D-Rod. But you've been through a lot, so. Oh, not that, Alex. Hello, Critters. I do watch Critters shorts about her critters and her cooking. I do watch those. Hello, Allie's nurse. Yes, you have, D-Rod, and you need that 20 pounds, so go get you a milkshake. Keep it on there. When you go through stress in your life, it's... Speaking of stress, man, listen to this shit. I think it was Monday. My sister-in-law, which has been in my family since 1977. Okay, so she's more like a sister, but she's married to my brother. So that would make that creepy. That would be like the Thorpes. So she's my sister-in-law. But she texts me, and some kids we went to school with, well, they're not kids now, they're old people like us. But it's a couple, and they had an argument, and they both ended up dead, and they're still investigating it. So sad, so sad. But on a happy note, I did get my sister and her wife, who have just moved out to a piece of property. It's a pretty good sized piece of property. It's got this old wooden deck around it. I love the old wood like that. Looks like old barnyard or barn wood. I got them a little sign for it. It says, it's got a little chicken on it. And it says, "Welcome to the Fluffy Butt Hut." It's going to be so cute. I don't know, the Observer, but we don't need any more in this neighborhood or in this part of the community, which I don't even consider Starlight part of my community. I don't even have a community. I'm just here floating. I'm a floater. Ross, I'm almost two Jonathans. I do not have a big butt. Come on, Jonathan. You have a big butt and you cannot lie. You're on an island hybrid? I might catch a boat. Maggie can swim there. I gotta look into getting her a new life jacket because I know the one she wore last year is not gonna fit her. Hey, Red Road Runner. And even though she's an excellent swimmer, I cannot, with the clear conscience, not have her in a life jacket because if something happened and she went down, I would just die. So I got to look into that. That's expensive too. I'd rather buy her a little bikini, but she got to have a life jacket. And I don't think the one again that she wore last year is going to fit her. I just don't. She's filled out a lot. She ain't fat, but she's a pretty good sized dog. I don't have big butts like a countryman. If I did, I'd be a countryman. Listen here, bitches. You talk about me, you talk about my kid, I'ma drag you. Talk about my dogs, we fighting. I know, Bridget. I know. They bring my dog into everything. Ever since when she was a little puppy and she bit the top of my foot and I scooted her over with my foot. And because she was a clumsy little puppy, she took a roll or two. It's always about my dog. I hate my dog. If I hated my dog, I wouldn't have a dog. Does my dog do weird shit? Yeah, she does. Yeah, mind your own dogs. Does she do shit that I never had to worry about Lolly doing? Yeah, I never had to worry about Lolly getting up on the stove and eating 6 raw cinnamon rolls before I've even had a chance to put them in the oven. Yes, I never had to worry about Lolly doing that. Now I do. And yes, it happened. And yes, I had to make her throw up to get that cinnamon roll out of her because it was going to swell up when it got in her belly. Didn't I? My mom made me throw it up. Yes, Lolly was a Shih Tzu. There was a lot of stuff. Chewy right now has a pink life jacket, extra large, on sale. Okay, I've never been on Chewy's. Dova sent, I don't know if it was Lolly or Maggie, but Dova sent them one of those Chewy boxes. I gotta be honest, y'all. I broke down. I broke down and did Temu. Temu. I did. I'm gonna try it. I had a little bit of money in my PayPal, and I was like, I'm gonna try it because I don't want to give my debit card number to those places. Hey, Angie Brooks, you love it? See, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I started watching. Aaron is back. Y'all remember Aaron? I don't know who Jezel Pete is. You too, D Rod. Hit me up if you need me. But so I had a little bit of money in my PayPal, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. Ooh, I'll look on Temu for the dog's life jacket. I wonder if it's like a real life jacket, like. I know the Observer. I know Erin F. Yeah, she's back, and I love Erin. I love her. I love her personality. But she's been doing these Temu hauls, and I have to laugh at her. Yeah, Erin F. Yeah, she's back. Her channel's called Heller. I don't know what it's called, but she's been doing these hauls, and she's been going live about them. over a pair of earrings that have like little frogs on them or something. I'm a big earring kind of person because I wear my hair short. Yes, Erin's back. Hello, Ems. Hey, everybody. Yeah, that's the name of her channel, something like that. Yeah. But I like Erin. I've always liked Erin. I mean, it got a little freaky when she was battling with Belgab and them, but she's not battling with nobody. She's doing her own business, and she's just as funny as she ever was. Yeah, I wear dingle dangle earrings. Most of the time, I have a couple of pair of real silver hoops, and most of the time, I just wear those. But I don't, I mean, I wear my hair short, so I feel like I have, I don't know, that's just the way I feel. Right, she's really only doing hauls, no drama, and I love it. And she got me. I watched her. I've been watching her every one of her things, and I thought I'm gonna try it because I've always been really like leery of those sites because I'm always scared they'll get like my debit number and it's just like, hey, just Evelyn, just run the shit up, on my debit card or something. But I thought I got money in PayPal. I could pay that way. I used to like the pineapple stuff until I found out it meant you were a swinger. Is that what pineapple means? I've heard people talk about pineapples. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it had to do with making your. God, I'm starting to sound as disgusting as Starlight. I ain't even going to say that. Never mind. Yeah, if you want a good time, go over and watch Aaron. I didn't know that about the pineapples. That's something new, just like that Lisa Frank chick that y'all made fun of me about. I didn't know that. I didn't know she was some glitter goddess. I had no idea. As a matter of fact, I think I mistaked her for Anne Frank. That's a good idea, critters. See, Michelle, now that's the kind of thing I would think would be a great deal because scrapbooking stuff is like usually like little trinkets or uh you know little pretties to decorate the pages with or whatever. That's me, Catchroll. If you don't expect too much from me, you won't be let down. I try not to put expectations on anybody. So why nothing on here shocks me. Yes, Ems, I did. I had a chat one day and somebody brought up Lisa Frank. And I didn't know who Lisa Frank was, so I thought it was Anne Frank. And I didn't understand the big joke they were making. I thought it was being mean to Anne Frank. But turns out there's some glittery lady named Lisa Frank. How would I know about her, Ems? I don't think I've ever bought a glitter notebook or whatever she know anything about her. I just know she's into glitter. Oh, I know what it was. Somebody said Jenny Jin Jin uh, reminded them of Lisa Frank. And I thought they was talking about Anne Frank. And I couldn't make the connection. I was like, what? How does Jenny Jin Jin remind you of Anne Frank? But it was Lisa Frank. I don't know why I don't know, Steph, how I came to that conclusion. Because I didn't know who Lisa Frank was. So I thought maybe they're talking about hiding in an attic. Yeah. True, cat's rule. I never made that part of the connection. But yeah, they were talking about. I think I was talking about Jenny Jen Jen, and then somebody said something about Lisa Frank, and I said Anne Frank. It. I don't know. It's the live is still up. I'm sure. I don't know this fad shit. Is that all she did was is that all she does is make glittery shit? So she makes stickers too, Morgan? I mean, good for her. She was probably some bored housewife, like the author of the 50 Shades of Grey. Some bored housewife pumps out three sexual romance novels and becomes a freaking millionaire. Hey, Irish, good for her. What a success story. Colorful stickers, trapper keepers. See, I wouldn't know nothing about that stuff. JJJ reminds me of a cartoon woman, but was just a cartoon. Her cartoon reminds me of a Barbie cartoon. She reminds me of somebody that's constipated and thinks she can rule the internet by deleting people. But whatever. I call them the Skid Row squares over there. Hey, Kim, you should be proud of yourself. Good for you for staying healthy. I love Lisa Frank when I was a kid. Dag, she been around that long? Okay, cat's rule. Not that I'm calling you old at all, M's, okay? But you're old enough to have grown children in college. So Lisa Frank has been around that long? Well, I had a boy. I only had one child, and it's a boy. Well, I don't know how I missed her. I don't know. I don't know. Since the 80s? Well, I was grown in the 80s. I had my son in 86, but he never asked for an Anne Frank binder or stickers. I mean, he was more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kid. I didn't know shit about her, Morgan. I thought they were talking about Anne Frank. But it is what it is. Yeah, I know the story of Anne Frank. That's why it confused me so much when people were putting Lisa Frank in the chat. And I'm like, y'all mean Anne Frank? What? I mean, no. I'm sure, Donna. I'm sure. But I just didn't know who she was. You know, I was the mother who was saving my compacts, my cover girl compacts, when they went empty, so my son could use them as turtle phones and hand them out to his friends and run around like and talking into an empty compact like it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or phone. That I was that mother. Oh God, now we got Huck. I loved Lisa Frank. Okay, I get it. I'm sure she's a lovely lady that makes lovely glittery stuff. I just happen not to know who the hell she was or is. Yeah, he would always want my compact. He would even want it before it was empty. And I'd be like, no. But every compact that I had, CoverGirl compact, that went empty, he wanted it for a turtle phone. And you would see 5 or 6 kids out running around my yard talking into compacts. So that was my raising. Colorful unicorns and puppies. Now you would think I would know about that. Now I'm gonna go Google her here in a minute. I didn't after the last live, but now I'm gonna have to freaking Google this lady. But she's stationary. Hmm. Well, see, you all teach me something every day. Every day I learn something new. She's iconic. Every day I learn something new. And that's a good thing. Learning is good. Learning is good. I'm always happy to learn. Okay, so Mother's Day. I hope you all had a great Mother's Day. Um, if you're a dad that has to be the mom too, then I hope you all had a good day. But mine sucked. Hey, Tiffany Taboo. I'm not able to be with my son right now. So I got my annual every Mother's Day. I don't get flowers and cards, which I did get flowers. My brother went out and got me, believe it or not, my brother went out and got me flowers. I guess he felt sorry for me. I don't know. But, and he put from chance on the card. But every Mother's Day, I get a song that my son sends me. And this year, it was a song called The Wish by Bruce Springsteen. And it just made me cry like a baby. One year it was Keith Urban because, we all know about my son's problems. And he said, "Hey, Zero." And he said, "This is our song now, Mom, because I'm tired of stealing your thunder." I was like, "Aw, such a sweet kid." And flowers just die anyway, so. I want to go get hanging baskets for the porch, but I know they're going to set the ring thing off. Everything sets the ring thing off. Did I say hi, Zero? My memory is shot. I actually asked my oncologist a couple of weeks ago to do a scan on my head because I can't remember shit. And he said it's chemo fog. I was like, I haven't done chemo in 5 years. He's like, no, it can last forever. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, see, I'd want to know if a coyote was out there. But I'm talking the porch swing can blow. It can be windy and the porch swing blow and the ring can pick it up. So, other than my recent gynecological um, exam, I don't really know what to talk about. And I don't think we'll go there. Other than the fact that Starlight said I hate my dog. I don't care what else she said in that live about me. I really don't. But bitch, I don't hate my dog, and you need to stop it. Yeah, you don't want to know, Morgan. It was quite weird. Yeah, we can skip it. But I mean, there is a funny story behind it, but we don't have to talk about it because then I'll just be a degenerate like Starlight. Yes, it is dead on the tube zero. It surely, surely is. I mean, like I said, when the biggest scandal is that a man doesn't make his own soap, you know it's dead. We got a woman who pretended to have cancer that is still somewhat in this community. But God forbid somebody lied about making soap. But my theory is don't lie about something and you don't have to keep up with it. Don't lie about living in mansions and uh, making your own soap and, you know, your husband's a cop and your brother's a lawyer. Don't lie about stuff like that. And then you don't have to worry about keeping up with it. Because it always ends up biting you in the ass. When you tell a story like that and you try to keep it going, somewhere down the road, you end up telling on yourself. Oh, I love you too, Jonathan. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. You're like my good son. I mean, I love my son and he's a good person. He just got problems. But you're like my son that didn't get in trouble, that was into spacecrafts and stuff like that. You know, kind of like my nerdy son, Jonathan. No offense. I love nerdy people. I love nerds. Spent the last weekend, was it last? No. Weekend before that, I spent out at my Derby weekend. Yeah, I spent out at my sister's out in the country. Had a good time. Won a little bit of money. Well, you got around it. Haven't seen Tawanda around lately. Is she good? Yeah, actually, I got a group chat with her. Um, she's doing okay. I see her. She goes into WOG sometimes, and she goes somewhere else that I wouldn't be caught dead. Well, I'm not allowed in. I shouldn't say I wouldn't be caught dead, but I'm not allowed there. She goes. I think she goes into Alicia's, but I'm not allowed. I'm blocked in Alicia's. So life is hard, but you just keep pushing on. I mean, what's your choices? Figure it out. But y'all are right. It is so boring. But you know what? No matter how boring it is on the tubes, I would never resort to go digging up some of the trifling bullshit that people go and dig up and bring into this community. It's really not worth it. Watch a documentary. I suggest the one about snake bites in India. It was very interesting. Life is hard. Get some Lisa Frank stickers. There you go. Get you some sparkly stickers. All will be well. The truth. Don't tell Zero, Jules, but I wish she was the Queen of England. She is beautiful and kind. Okay, I won't tell her. But if life is treating you bad, if you're down and yeah, if you're down in the dumps, get you some Lisa Frank stickers. Or you could do like me and go to the doctor and get put on meds. I mean, Don't even get me started on that. I'll end up saying something I regret. But so, anything y'all want to talk about? Anything you want to know? Anything? Anything you'd like me to share with you? Or not share with you? Maggie's sleeping. This is my time. Stickers, meds, tomato, tomato. Right. Now, I'm not saying do drugs. I'm saying if you need to see a doctor, then it's understandable. Good morning, bad medicine. Why is Joe Biden saying his husband is Joe Biden? I don't know, Jonathan. I cannot keep up with that man. Ever since he got lost at the White House and couldn't find his way back in, I was like, I give up. Hey, Dova. Love me some Dova. Maybe we should go back and do game nights or something. Something fun. Maybe I'll go on Team U and see if they have any good fun games. And we can do that. I love 420, okay, and Aratria. I adore them. And Lolo and all them that do game night on Thursdays. But I cannot figure out how to get in the game. I heard, Dova. I heard. But he's running again, Michelle. AMD. I feel like it's a long troll too. That America is being trolled right now. Dova says hello, chat. She can't tag everyone. It is a long troll. I don't know. The poor man. He can't walk upstairs. He can't ride a bike. Just slow Joe. It's time to move on, buddy. I don't like trashing our commander in chief, regardless of who they are. But it's painfully obvious that the man is suffering from some sort of dementia, something. I mean, it's so obvious. I can't figure out how to get in and play the Jackbox games. I know, Michelle. It is sad. It is sad. Zero. It's not that different. The United States is exactly the same way. What would happen in that situation is that person would have got hauled off to jail and the state would have pressed the charges. The person doesn't get the choice to press charges or not in a criminal act such as a stabbing. So, hey, Mel D. So it's really not that different. Trust me. I didn't buy any of that story she told. Number one, she got herself all caught up because, again, if you're going to come on here and you're going to be a persona, you got to learn to stick with it. And she got herself all caught up. She made so many different, what do you call them? Contradictions. Well, I'm glad your niece hasn't shanked anybody. Shanked is usually a term used in jail or prison. But I'm just going to say it. Just Angel, you're full of shit. Okay. Someone doesn't get to stab you and you just get to say, no, I don't want to press charges. It doesn't work that way. So I'm calling BS. I'm sure you don't care whether I believe you or not. But a total stranger doesn't just get to stab you and then the officer say, well, would you like to press charges? Especially since you had to go to the hospital and receive stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and call BS on your story. Sorry, but I am. I mean, even though you live in such a liberal, messed up state like you do, it doesn't change the fact that that doesn't happen. I mean, God forbid if someone stabs a family member and the family member doesn't want to press charges, the person still gets in trouble. They still go to jail for using a weapon against someone else. It's called assault, and the state picks up the charges. So, again, hey, Jennifer Marie. Again, I'm calling bullshit, but I'm being honest when I say that Just Angel probably doesn't give a shit whether I believe her or not. But if you're going to get on panel, get on a live stream and tell, yeah, you don't have to testify. You could be subpoenaed to court. Well, then you're going to get subpoenaed. I don't know. I just don't believe her. That's exactly what happens here too, Zero. If somebody walks up and jabs me with a knife, well, I hope that doesn't happen. Well, I hope it didn't happen to Just Angel. I hope she is just bullshitting. But if somebody just walks up and jabs me with a knife, well, my guts are probably going to fall out. So, okay, they stab me in my shoulder. I don't get to say, and now I got to go get stitches. It's that bad. I don't get to say, no, I don't want to press charges on him. He's just a young kid. Number one, I don't want this kid to think he can go out and just stab somebody and get away with it. And number two, the state is not going to even ask me if I want to press charges. They're going to haul him off to jail and he's going to face the charges. Yes, Jennifer Marie, that is the story. Someone peed on uh, her mother's doormat outside of the house, a welcome mat, which I don't even know why she still has her mother's apartment. God rest her soul. I thought she lost her mom. And if she did, that's horrible. I hate that. Uh, and it was caught on the Ring doorbell, and Just Angel confronted him. He stabbed her, and she tased him, but it hit the zipper. And I'm only telling you this because she takes all of her damn lives down, so you never get to see what she says. No, it's true, Jennifer. I mean, I'm telling you what her story was. You base your own opinion on whether it's true or not. But then she said she didn't press charges against the man or kid because, she doesn't want to ruin their life. Well, you don't get to do that, especially when you yourself has to go to the hospital and get stitches. It was crazy. When she zapped him with the taser, it hit his zipper. It was like lightning. It was crazy. Exactly, Jennifer Marie. The state would bring the charges. He would be hauled off to jail. And why wouldn't you want to press charges? If someone stabbed you, a stranger, albeit, that is pissing on your doormat, why wouldn't you want to press charges? You might save his life. He might learn a lesson that you can't go around stabbing people. But by her tale, I'm assuming he's free to walk the streets because she didn't press charges, which we all know that's not the way it works. But so now this guy thinks, well, I can just go piss on anybody's porch. I can shank them and I can get away with it. Really? Did you teach him a lesson? Did you teach him a lesson? What'd you teach him? No, I'm calling bullshit. Sorry, I don't care what she says. She can go live and drag the enamel off of my teeth. I don't care. Uh, I'm calling bullshit. And I don't normally watch her, but it's so freaking boring around here. And I saw where she went live, and I haven't heard from her in a while because I did hear her mom passed away, and my deepest sympathies, because that's a hard knock in life to lose a parent, especially your mother. Well, I won't say especially because dads are just as equal. But her first live back, and there's nothing on. So I go in there to watch, and she gets to tell them this story. And I couldn't take it. I had to leave. I was going to end up typing in the chat and starting trouble. Yes, Mel, I know. Definitely sympathies for the loss of her mother. But yesterday, the story was just like, I'm sitting there going, I'm just shaking my head like, she going to continue with this. She going to keep talking about this. And people in the chat asking questions and like they're believing it. I think she got a new mic. I don't know. Whatever. If you want to sit on YouTube and tell stories, and tell them. But if people are listening, don't get mad when they question them. I get called a liar all the time. And yet nobody brings me my lies. She does eat on a live a lot. She does eat. She does do that. She's always crackling paper and stuff. Because I don't just blatantly lie. I've even had to come on here before and say, sorry, I misunderstood. But I don't just, yes, definitely condolences for her loss. Absolutely. But her story yesterday, boy, it was one out of the books. It's like when your kid is little and they tell you a story that is so far fetched that you know it's not true, but you still have to sit and listen because it's so fascinating. that their imagination could even come up with something like this. It was kind of like that for me. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone live eating. Yeah, Fisherman's Tale. Yeah. I used to love the stories my son come up with. But I'd have to remind him that it's not true because then you become a liar. And that's not something that you strive for in life. Yes, they do bad medicine. A lot of people do eat while they're live. I don't understand it. Can you not wait? Can you eat prior to going live? Or do you have to eat right then and there? I don't know that I've ever watched Molly go lightly that she didn't eat while she was live streaming. It's like, damn, Molly, do you eat around the clock or do you wait to go live to eat? Yeah, people are going to check you. Yes, preferably a Lisa Frank pencil. If you're going to put a pencil in your, but if you're going to, preferably use a Lisa Frank pencil. I hear they're really pretty. I'm sure they miss Molly. There's nothing to talk about anymore. They got rid of their cha-ching. Well, I'll take that back because there's still people talking about her. It's like you're all making her a freaking legend. She was already a legend in her own mind. Why are you all pursuing this? I went into my friend's the other night and she dropped me the link to come up, and no sooner rattled that bag. I said, sorry, bruh. I don't do smacked goblin. She put her food away and we had a blast. Good. I'm glad you had fun. We don't have enough fun panels around. I mean, maybe my idea of fun is different, though. Having freaks up on my panel, giving them exposure, which is exactly what they're wanting, is they want their channels to grow. So what are they going to do? They're going to jump on every panel they can. I don't know. I don't get it, but who am I? Yeah, we need to do Lolo. They all go a little late for me. I'm not a nighttime person. I go to bed fairly early, but I do go in there some nights and I usually fall asleep to them playing games because I'm not playing because I don't know how. I don't know how to get into them. But yeah, I'm going to go on Temu and see if they have any card games, like question games, trivia, whatever. Who's a size 5? Not Molly. I don't know. See, my life hasn't been affected one iota by Molly either being here or being gone. It has not changed my life any at all. Um, because I didn't obsess over her when she was here. And I'm not obsessing over Starlight. I'm covering her. And since it seems like not every live, but most of the lives, she has to throw me in there. Like when she said, "Well, I've never had um anybody's picture uh on my channel and just picked it apart head to toe. Well, except for the truth, she doesn't count. Well, I've never doxed anybody. Well, except for the truth, she doesn't count. Well, I count a little bit. Hit a button. Okay, I'm back. I hit a button. I refreshed it. That's what. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something fun. I'll figure it out. I'll do me a Team U search here in a minute and see if I can find. I'm eating beef and broccoli, and my cat tried to steal some and took broccoli. So I had to run after her screaming. It's broccoli. Sam eats frozen broccoli. Maggie doesn't know what to do with it. But when I cook broccoli and it's out of the freezer in a bag, um, I don't eat broccoli, but I cook it because my brother likes it. I think it stinks. I don't want to put anything near my mouth that stinks. I mean, I've always been like that. If it does not smell good, it is not going near my mouth. Yeah, Morgan, I'm telling you, you'll get hooked. But that's why everybody needs to go over and watch Erin, because she has these. Yesterday, she had these three giant packages, and she only got through one of them that I know of. Truth, do you like Hebrew hot dogs? I like Stadium. I'm more of a brats kind of person than a hot dog. If I eat a hot dog, it has to be like grilled with kind of like burnt a little bit on the outside. I'm not a big hot dog fan. But once in a while, when we're out on the boat, I'll eat me a hot dog. I hate broccoli. It stinks and it stinks up my house. Before I even begin to cook it, I got all my smelly burners going. But every time I cook it, Sam is standing next to me and I give him a piece of frozen broccoli and he just wolfs it down. Maggie doesn't know what to do with it. She bats it around on the floor and then it begins to thaw and make a mess. So I take it away from her. I know it's good for you, but I know that's good for you. Did she do? Oh, I got to go watch her part two and part three. I only watched part one. You're big on your veggies. That's good, Michelle. Veggies are good for you. I'm not. I'm not a big veggie eater. I'm not a good healthy eater, let's face it. Oh, I'm going to go watch the other two parts then. I didn't get to see that. I must have, when she did her part one, I think I turned on a documentary and fell asleep to it or something. I'm about ready to dust the TV off and turn it on. Couldn't tell you the last time I've had my TV on. I've got every channel under the sun, so maybe I'll do some binge watching of something. Good for you, though, but I need to get my hair cut. I quit coloring it. It's almost white. And everybody was like, oh, it looks so good. Don't color it. It looks old. Men can turn gray and look distinguished. Women can turn gray and look old. But Zero, can you see Jonathan? Yes, Erin F. She's back and she's doing her TMU hauls. And to be honest with you, I quite enjoy them. Right, I got Roku too. I never was a big fan of The Amazing Race though. Just wasn't one of my. I used to love Survivor. And then remember that one show? I don't remember what it was called. But you always had to eat something yucky or do something creepy. Uh what was it called? Like you would have to get into a vat full of snakes or rats or something. Or you'd have to eat like cockroaches. What was that show called? Fear Factor. There you go. And there used to be a show on too that I really, really liked, and I don't know what it was called either. And it might still be on. I don't know. But it was uh theater makeup where these contestants would do these creatures and stuff, and then three people who obviously do theater makeup or something would judge them. I love that show too. What's the name of that one? Anybody know? I never heard of Alone. Oh, Naked and Afraid? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know why you got to be naked. Face Off. Yes, Morgan. See, I got to screenshot this because I'm going to start binge watching this stuff again. But Naked and Afraid, I just don't understand why you have to be naked. Why can't you just be dropped out in the middle of nowhere and forced to survive with your clothes on? I mean, naked. Bugs are going to bite you where no bug should ever be. No. Number one, if I got naked, everybody'd be afraid. But don't get me wrong, I do get hung up on it sometimes. I've been but it's been so long since I watched TV. I just think I need to start watching TV again. Unless Maggie's eating my remotes. No, I haven't, mutter. I would go to timed out if I eat a remote. Oh, really, Morgan? I have to check that out. If I dust off my TV, my hair is down to my butt. I'm going to get it layered and color my hair really soon. Haven't decided what color yet. Well, that's good. I wear my hair short. Mountain Men and Gold Rush. Yeah. I used to like the bootleggers or the the ones that the moonshiners or whatever. Well, good, Kim. I'm glad you're treating yourself to right, Salty. Why can't it be cargo shorts and relatively frightened? I just don't understand why you have to be naked. And you walk up to a total stranger and shake their hand or hug them while they're butt ass naked. I don't get it. Hello, Pixie. I'm just getting ready to wrap it up. Just came on to shoot the shit and tell Starlight to quit talking about my dog. Exactly, Morgan. First plan is to make me a loincloth. I love the swamp people. No, we're talking about TV shows. Remember Naked and Afraid? I love the swamp people. Love them. I loved River Monsters too. But that guy's more serious. The River Monster guy. Yeah, leave Maggie out of it. She don't do nothing. She don't even snore. Do you, Megs? My nose is too big to snore. My snout got a big old snout. Hound snout. Yeah, now we remember. Hey, cool gamer. Now we remember what we did before YouTube. Hashtag leave the dog alone, Starlight. I do not pick on your dog. Or your cats or anything else. So leave Maggie out of your mouth. Casserole. I'm going to start my own show, In Debt and Confused. I hear you, girl. We do love Maggie. I love Maggie. Starlight says I hate her because I get frustrated with her because she's eaten 3 headsets of my brother's. He wears the good earbud things that go around your back of your head. They're like 300 and something dollars a pair. Thank God they're insured. 3 pair of them she's eaten. So I do get upset with her. I don't beat on her. I don't bust her ass or anything. I have tapped her snout though. But either way, my dog's fine. You tend to your dog, Starlight. I'll tend to mine. Okay? Yeah, even if they're naughty, they're still fur babies. That's right, Maggie. You need a blowout, girl. You need a bath and a blowout. Not this month, though. You're costing me too much monies. I didn't think this through, but I love her. I do too, Kimberly. But you guys get out there in the real world and have yourself a good day. And I went and got my nails done yesterday, and I went really summery because I'm trying to push summer to get here because I want to get back out on the boat. I want to start doing stuff. So I went with like a coral. I don't know. You just have to see them. It's the first summery color I've worn all year. I never did get my nails done. I always did my own nails because I have my own nails. I don't wear acrylics or anything like that. And I've always had long fingernails since I was a little girl. So I always did my own nails. When I worked at the boats, the casinos and shit, your hands are very important when you're dealing cards and stuff. So I kept up on my own nails. But now it's just so much easier to go and let somebody else do it. Um, Either get the dip or the gel polish, and it stays on forever and until your nail starts to grow out a little bit. And then, hey, knitting and all things yarn with Amanda. Hey, y'all. You're not country. But I am. I'm going to get off here. Thank you all for coming in and just shooting the shit with me. Um, just remember, if it's boring, then maybe that's a good thing. Nobody's getting hurt or, well, Dolly's getting drugged for filth right now, but he's a goofball. Yeah. So you guys enjoy your day. It's a little sunny here, so I might get some real vitamin D instead of my pill form. Don't know yet. Got to figure out supper. The dumb shit. But appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all supporting my channel. And I will see you guys. Isn't today Michelle's court date? I don't know. But now that you brought that up, did you all see what Controlla did? She's taken her case to the grand jury. They're going to hang her. I listened to the recording of her court on NJ Courts, which that guy's kind of goofy, but you can overlook that. But she had every opportunity to take a plea deal, and it's going to the grand jury. And she was even told yesterday that would mean 3 flat. That's 3 years flat. That's no good time, no time cuts. I think I would have taken the plea deal. Court was postponed for 60 days. Well, I'm sorry, Controller, but I think you made the wrong decision there. I mean, I don't know what kind of plea they were offering you, but it had to be better than 3 years flat. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to offer you something less than what a jury is going to give you, because remember, well, the jury probably wouldn't be the one sentencing her, but you going to push them to take this to trial? They're going to slap your ass hard. I don't know. I don't understand it, but I don't know Controlla that well either. I did watch a clip of the car accident she had, and I was very disappointed in the fact that she didn't even check on her daughter. She just told her it was okay. It was just a little wreck, and we got to call Grandpa. But whatever. If you want to risk it, Controller, you go for it, girl. If you can do 3 years flat in prison, then that's you. I'm not prison material. So, all right, guys, I really am getting off here now. I will see you guys around the tubes. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, guys.